talk to us about Uganda,
Yes,
about life in Uganda, because I want that to be the context of talking about the ministry that God is called you to right now.
Uganda is, as I said, Uganda is a former colony of the British. Uganda is a very beautiful country. By the way, it is called the Pearl of Africa. It was nicknamed by Sir Winston Churchill of the United Kingdom. It's a country which has 46 million people as we speak today. It's a country where we have 52 tribes, so we speak very many languages in that country. And so we have tribes, and some of the tribes, you can't understand what the other person is speaking. Some of the tribes are related. So that's the kind of country you're looking at. It's a country that many people, when they think about Uganda, they remember a man called Idi Amin. So Idi Amin was a man who ruled Uganda from the year 1971 to 79. He was a very evil dictator. He wanted to make Uganda a Muslim country. Now, at the time, the majority of the people were what you would call Christians, but I would say nominal Christians, still the same, but at that time, the Muslim community was very small. It was probably like 6%. So he started pushing for making Uganda a Muslim country. He did not succeed, we thank God. But where we are currently, Uganda is 12% Islam, and then we have 40% Catholic, then we have about 30% Anglican, Church of England related, and then the rest of the evangelicals are in that, I think it should be 18%. So we are all in there. The country of Uganda is, I would say, people hungry. That's what I would say. When it comes to spirituality, people love to hear the word of God. Of course, we have people who are in traditional religions and what I'm talking about. But then, generally speaking, people are religious. On a Sunday morning, you will see everyone going to church. You know, I mean, all roads go to church on Sunday morning. Shops are usually closed in the morning because they want to go to church. Now, are they born again, loving Jesus? It's part of their religion. So you're going to find that many of our converts, people who say yes to Jesus, are coming from deep religious backgrounds. So it's very hard to find someone who says, I don't believe in God. Actually, one time when I was in Europe and I tried to share my faith and someone says, I don't believe in what you're talking about. I said, I've never seen any human in my Uganda who says he doesn't believe in God, because somehow people believe God is there. They may not have a relationship. So that's the country you're talking about. It's a very poor country. It's one of the poorest countries on the planet, yet it has a lot of potential. It's a country where, as we speak today, it's a country where it is, we have freedom of worship. So you can evangelize anywhere. We can go to high schools, even public, what you would call public high schools, and actually share your faith. You will not have any problem. We have Islam, but our Muslims are not very violent like you hear from other countries. They are okay. They want to debate with you. The only problem will come if you start saying anything bad about their Muhammad. So generally speaking, that's the country we are talking about. The evangelicals are growing, but I would say also other religions are also growing. So that's the country, Uganda, that we're talking about. One of our challenges in the many years earlier was the problem with HIV. We lost thousands and thousands and thousands of people through HIV. But we thank God, things are a lot better because there's treatment. So we still have lots of problems with HIV, but people are not dying like we had before. Currently, the current state of affairs in the country, we had a tough time with COVID. Our country was closed for almost 2 years. Churches were not allowed to go to church for 6 months. The 2020, 6 months, that's the year when we wanted you to come.
Sure.
6 months, no going. All the churches were closed. And when they opened them, they told us you can only have 70 people in the building, which is very small.
Yeah.
And then later on, they closed the country again in 2021 for another 4 months. So it was very, very difficult, which broke down the economy. So where we are currently, we have a very struggling economy. Yeah. But we're very hopeful.